Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and another episode of Vampyr. Thank you to those that joined me on live stream, live chat, and those watching on YouTube after. I would like to thank those that have liked and commented on my videos. I would like to thank those that have subscribed and exploited my channel on other media platforms. Let's get into this episode. Hope you enjoy. Let's get this. Alright, chat, thanks for sticking with me, and those on YouTube, welcome as well. Um, for those that have been following this series, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The bad news is that I lost all of the save file. So I had to start from the beginning into where we met up at. Good news, I was able to change my mistakes. So right now we have these people, but in this district I was able to save her, do the right thing. We didn't lose anybody so far. We were able to save the ones. I accidentally ran into this guy. Sorry, chat. I muted. I still am pretty sick. For those on YouTube, so I'm still coughing. Um, remember when we first went into this district, I started doing stuff with Mom and Avery, and the guy that was screaming for help, he ended up dying. This was the guy, and I was able to save him. So he didn't die. He's back. Um, so now we're back where we left off at. I was able to get to this back area, and let's check out the Ascalon Club and see what they wanted from us. So we'll check out all these people. I'm not gonna go in yet. There's some people outside, so we'll check them out. Hopefully I don't mess with anything like, you know, kill them off or whatever like I was doing with the other characters. Like, let's show you. Like, right in the main area. Let's see. Like him, I messed up the last thing to make him like fully his blood full, like quality. I messed up that one, and those two for them. Like, yeah, blood quality's bad, but nobody has died yet. So we'll see if I mess up on these ones. All right, guys.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Yeah. we found out about her because there was a letter in um her mother's house. I was gonna say mansion. Was just a proper term, but alright. Let's find out about her.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Yeah, that's like a very weird topic. Like something that's like debatable on both ends and never ends. About your adoption.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see? And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Yeah, because she's not a vampire. You would think she would want to be one, but who knows?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Econ, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Yeah, there's certain ages that some parents tell their children about stuff. Why do you do around here? What do you do around here?
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Oh yeah, during those times.
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Uh-oh. How are the locals reacting?
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Don't tell her. What do you know about me?
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Maybe, yes. No.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Aww. She knows we like each other. Alright, medical.
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
I am fine, Dr. Reed.
Okay, nothing new there. Alright, here we go.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How is it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
That is true. Very true. About your mother's refusal to turn you.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
Don't trust her. It's her choice.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Aw, don't you trust her?
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
She's not wrong. Why do you wish to become a vampire?
Why do you still hope to become a vampire, in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
She's not wrong. What is your plan to gain eternal life? Something tells me this is gonna be a big one.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Oh no. Never stop playing this game. Be very careful. See, that's the thing. Is this gonna ruin anything that goes. No, it's all full. No relationships, even though she's the daughter. So we're good. Be very careful. Stop playing this game. Never. Be very careful.
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know. She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak? Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh, my God. For one second, I thought you actually... Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
I thought that was gonna be a bad one. Right, chat? Freaking, I thought she was gonna believe it and all that stuff. Oh well. I'm glad she didn't. Alright, that was actually everything.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
That's true. Where's she going now? Oh, I didn't even see this guy.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
His shop? Tell me about the neighborhood.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
Don't be naive. Are you that blind? It's false. I don't know. Are you that blind? Don't be naive. It's false. Don't be naive.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
For the thrill.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
That's true.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
That's a good attitude.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Any interesting local?
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Sure.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I like this guy.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Well, you didn't give me the address yet. Alright,
Do
medical.
you need medical help?
There is no need for that, my good friend. But I appreciate your concern.
What does he
I
have?
may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Nah, all the same stuff. I have nothing really to sell. Yeah, nothing really.
Have you noticed anything suspicious
Support the
recently?
equality between men and women!
Remember, don't let any strangers come into
Women
your
of
house.
all countries unite!
Well, I didn't
Have you
remember
noticed
him.
anything suspicious recently?
Women die too in this
Good
war!
evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
That sucks. Let's do medical first.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
Oh, he has migraine, which we still have to learn that. I don't know when we're gonna learn it.
I will see you later.
There's migraine and headache.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny. I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
What is this new battle?
Well, I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Oh, he knows. Okay, personal.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is there trouble at home?
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Ooh. Don't got anything unlocked yet. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Women die too in this war!
Alright,
Women's right to vote is only the first step!
so we got those three.
Women die
Do we see any other heartbeats?
Support the equality between men and women!
Alright, what else do we got around here? There's over here, around this building. Because we have to go in there.
Countries unite!
So we'll go around. Find out what's around here. Vampires are real leaflet. Clarence. Alright, let's find out then.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Ah, here we go.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already. Unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
Yeah, and guess what? I'm right in front of you. You're in pain and need help. I believe you. You need to shut up. Oh, crud. I don't know if this is gonna ruin anything if I say I believe you. You're in pain and need help.
Clarence, I'm your friend, so I'm not going to judge you. But think about your wife, your family. You're in pain, and you need help. I can help you.
I don't need a doctor, Jonathan. I need my best friend to trust me.
Yeah, that messed it up. I said I believe you, I guess. That sucks. Oh well.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
Wow. So for him, vampires and stuff should help him. Yeah, because the only way I know that is because I messed up about the leaflets.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
And there's certain ones that you shouldn't do vampires, which I messed up on that too. Which sucks. Because it would be nice to have all good blood quality. But then again, it would be nice to have very good quality blood, so when I do unlocked, where does this go to? Yeah, right there. Sweet. So we unlocked that. Yeah. Better blood quality, more XP you get. Right, example here, chat. These guys. I got all 4, right? 5,000 XP, but I need a 5 mesmerization level. Here, I messed up. So right now, even though I still have 2 more to go, it's at 1,080. Trying to see if there's one that's like full, but I messed up on. Right here. I could probably have 3,000, but now I only have 2,750. Stuff like that, chat. Alright, so... Oh wait, we opened the area that way. Alright, so we did all this. Let's go down this way, chat. No, there's a person right here. Let's talk to her.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
Is she a vampire? Her thirst? Alright, let's do medical.
Can I help you, Miss Billow? I'm a doctor.
The rats. I need them.
Alright. Alright, sorry chat for that cough.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones, their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Yeah, I really believe she got turned. That's why.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Oh my goodness. That was the crazy part. It's like, after she said that, you heard that laugh in the background.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
Wow. We got no personals. Well, we got the one.
Can I help you, Miss Billow? I'm a doctor.
The rats. I need them.
Yeah, that's about it, chat.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Alright. Check up here. Does these doors do anything? Ah. Here's an entry thing. Ah, North Docks. Oh yeah, dead end here. Oh, this looks like an entry. It's a nice house. But definitely can't go to that door. Get the trash. Guess this door it is.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Mesmerize level 4. Yep, can't do that yet.
Forgive me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
Alright, sorry, I forgot if I did it mute or not. But if I did it and you heard that cough, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you don't even know what's doors and stuff now. Right. That looks like a sewer entrance. Oh yeah, that's a lot of sewer. Yeah, I'm not going in there yet, chat.
It's locked, all right.
Locked from the other side. Oh, this is the back of the club.
I cannot enter.
Nope. We're gonna have to enter through the front. Yeah, I don't know why it gives you that access to the back like that then. Alright, we're gonna get to the front. Get to the club. Oh yeah, that's the park and everything. Alright, let's get into the front and see what we got.
Only the first step. Women die too in this war.
Yep, just trying to see if there's anything on the sides. Yep. I don't see anything else, chat. Like, I don't see, any, what's this called? The events. These. Alright, knock knock.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Right? As there's dead, guard of Prewin here. What they do? They try to attack him? And lost. Let's talk to this guy.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, that's all he's gonna say. There's no full talking.
There has been quite a battle here.
Oh yeah, they tried to fight them, I guess.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Is he following me? Yes, he is. Yep, I'm gonna steal anything I can right in front of you, buddy. I think this was the back door. I need to go back in. If it lets me back through this way. Yeah, it's definitely the back door. Yes, we can go back in. Sweet. Oh yeah, Chad, I'm still loving this game. Even though it's old. And you guys seem like you're enjoying it too. Especially in the comments. Love you guys. The only thing that sucks is that it's not showing, like, it's showing views. But you know how YouTube's algorithm is. It will not throw it out there unless people like the video. Yeah, that's what happened with Aliens Dark Descent. People started liking it, so it's getting out there. So now I got like over 800 views on there. It's all about the likes and throwing it out there for their YouTube's algorithm. We've already tried those doors. Not sure if I'm going the right way, but this is a
It's locked, all right.
lock the door. Okay, guess we're going up. We'll go right first. So I gotta go that way, but we'll check rooms. Get all the stuff we can. Nothing here. Key of Ascalon Club's basement. Uh-oh. That was that locked door. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in the basement yet. Ooh, a knife. A good dagger. Yeah, let's check it out, chat. Good dagger. 10 blood absorption. This does 3. So it's better. I'm still using this because this is like big stun. Wait, arguing? That's the door, but is there something around that I didn't notice? Oh, besides that.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
I admire her. She is a close friend. She has proven useful. I don't want to pry that I admire her.
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why suddenly so friendly? Why me? Why now?
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garde of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I don't. It's not concern of yours. Don't speak about my family. You know what? It said be friendly, so... No, I don't.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I consent to join, so basically there's no, uh, it's telling them no. But I have a question first.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does membership imply?
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Have you any official recognition?
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to obey? Like, that's the crazy part. All I see is my face and not his when we're talking.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
He appreciates obedience. Doesn't mean I have to obey.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
So since you guys are immortal, you have there's no restrictions / nothing stopping you from protecting the crown for all eternity. What does Ascalon mean?
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Yeah, so if he granted you immortality, how did he die? Like, or did you kill him and then created the club? Who knows? Yeah, that's a good one right here. I killed one of yours, so what happens?
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Wow. Alright. I consent.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That gave
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least
Wow,
two
right when I was
foreign
about to talk.
Ekons.
Sorry for that cough,
This is
guys.
an outrage. We
But-
shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
So we basically got monsters running around. Yeah. We officially signed. Now we gotta talk to Lord Redgrave again.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Quite alarming, he says.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
True. Don't give away pertinent secrets.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal?
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
True. You know I killed him.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Wow. Skulls are linked to the epidemic.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Skulls are malevolent. Some skulls are peaceful. Skulls are victims. Oh, crap. Some skulls are peaceful. Yeah.
I have met peaceful and wise skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Our mesmerization level went up.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
See what's behind here.
God of Prewen impressed me.
Oh,
They
that
must have
door.
spent
That
years
was
preparing.
closed. So we can't talk to those guys, but we could talk to this guy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel uneasy. I'm perfectly fine. I don't like it. Perfectly fine.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Dorsier. Okay. So, you work for them.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Personally went patrolling last night and I spotted at least 2 foreign echoes. This is an outrage. We shall chase
I was barely talking and that one came out. Well, correction. I wasn't talking and that one came out. Right before I was about to talk after he talked. Tell me about the glue.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
True. Not afraid of vampires?
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret, shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
You asked for membership?
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
About Lord Redgrave.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Okie dokie. You're famous.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
About the Guard of Prewin.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Yeah, differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money can't solve everything. Hold on. Well, this is like linear.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Wow. It's dangerous. It's unfair. It's efficient. No, it's not. It's unfair. It's dangerous.
By doing so, you would create 2 separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
No, disagree
I
with
know
that
we're
one.
facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
Ask the locals about possible sources of infection in the West End. But for now, let's check out that basement. I'm assuming this was the basement. Alright, let's check it out. So far, nothing impressive. Sorry if you guys hear my dogs in the background. Oh, the recreational use of blood. That was it. Nothing really good about the basement. Yeah, that sucks. Do I get a room here? I doubt it. Alright, talk with the people. Let's go outside. See what they got to say. Right? We're gonna be a snitch. Gonna be an investigator like that one guy.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women die too
Yeah, he
in
did.
this war. Women of all countries unite.
Alright, let's talk to her.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Nothing new.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best
She's been quite busy these last few...
Yeah, she's gonna say the same thing over and over. Alright, let's talk to our
Have you noticed
friend.
anything suspicious recently?
You've been at this house the whole
Remember,
time.
don't let any...
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
If you're not well...
Do you need medical assistance?
It's a little...
Oh yeah, the headache. Migraine.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
Yeah, just like
You need some rest.
just like Charlotte. She said the same thing. Alright, mister.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Oh.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Ooh.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Okay.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Well, not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Miss...
Alrighty. So we got two places. We got here. He said southern. Uh-oh. Dr. Swansea wants to talk. In here. Can't talk to what's her name. He's over there again. Yeah, she won't say nothing. Alright, that was it. I didn't need to talk to anybody else. Right, let's go to this one first. We get there. Left and right.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here?
Right.
I need to find out what they're after.
Oh yeah, chat. We got very strong. I'll show you. Our weapons. We are at the second to last on our weapon, and I'm using this now too.
Crush the leech!
Screw this guy, man. Alright, what the heck? How did he shoot me from way over there? That was crazy, right? Jeez. Right, this way. Beware. Oh, up here. Oh, no. Yeah, she's not. Grab what we can before I investigate.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Alright, we'll check this room. Okay, nothing really happened in this room. Sorry, chat had a cough. Right. There's blood there. Somebody downstairs. There's a lot of blood there. Oh, Shelly. We'll check him out later. Alrighty.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Wow. Blood going down.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
There's somebody there, though. Alright, find out what's going on, because they're behind this door. Sitting in the chair. Is it the... No. Anything over... Before I go talk to her? Or him? Right? Assuming gender. See, they're still alive. So, I'll check this room. That door's to the outside. Alright, let's check.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
Great. Let's try it.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Oh, she was one of those blowy up things when we first came into this area. Alright, dear Elsa, I was with the greatest joy that I confirm with this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. Performed last week, convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress with stature and courage. As a private student, you'll see my personal training and coaching session. You'll be invited to stay at the school since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend a week at my school. So she got accepted, and then this probably hit.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Well, there's that. Now we gotta reach the second house. Alright, back this way. I don't know why it was just laying right there. Unless I killed somebody here. And didn't pick it up. Alright, we can't fast travel. Like, not fast travel. Use our powers in front of these people.
Support the equality between men and women.
Yeah, the other one's this way, chat. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go up here, then the right.
Women of all countries unite! Women die too in this war!
This way.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Oh, struck well. Freaking knew it. What are these guys? Well, at least those ones always drop nitrate and stuff. Okay, here's a door. This one has a balcony. Ill-formed, dazzled skull, large beast. See, that's what. Oh, this is just a way through. Oh yeah, this was the front. When we first came here, we fought them. Alright, let's go through that door. Find out what's going on. So far, I don't see no hearts. Wow. Sounds like upstairs. Ooh, a gun. A shotgun. Sweet. Let's check that out. $352 damage. Level 4. That's a lot of damage, chat. Instead of doing a stun. Alright, let's go up. Hopefully nothing happened during their fight. There's scowls up here. Both of them are. Ooh, I missed. Do one at a time, hopefully. Yep. Got it. And she blew up. Why is the women? I'm noticing that now. The women are the ones blowing up. She didn't drop anything. Ah, here's the thing. Darling, Sorry, had a cough. Thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. Can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin, for only you, my hero, can make me feel that desired. Ooh. Please come back to me soon, for I'm dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal and unbridled passion. Right now, I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh yes, I'm burning for you and can't wait for you to share my untamable lust. Your devoted Doris Fletcher. She was the actor, right?
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Wow. Locate Doris Fletcher's theater. Where's this door? Right here?
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Right? Go to her acting school. Something blinking over here. Alright, where is the school? So we got... For those that heard in the background on YouTube, that was my dog dreaming. um, Talked to Lady Ashbury and Dr. Swansea. We'll do that before we go over here to Doris. So we gotta go this way, then to the left.
Women die too in this war.
Right? Tell our beloved that we got accepted and all that. Before we get too far, yeah. See what they know and all that good stuff. Oh, let's heal ourselves. We're here, lovely. Right? Our darling. Will you be that intimate in that letter with me? She is upstairs.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
Aw, she said, my dear.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Undercover.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
Ooh.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Your paintings.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
Ooh.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
No, you have time.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Ooh. New type of skull.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
Oh, I will.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
Alright. Yeah, her thing's gone. So we need to go out to the right and then right again. Dr. Swansea. Right? It's like nothing but investigations, fighting. But I like it. Hopefully you guys are liking it. Yeah. For those on YouTube, just in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button if you want. The like button actually helps put my video out more. Because that's what happened with Aliens Dark Descent. People liked it. More people seen the video. Alright, let's take these guys out.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them.
Ooh, these guys are super weak. Cause, yeah, they're only 18s and 19s. Oops. I didn't need my sword out for that one. Get my health up. These ones are like super weak.
He's dead! Kill all you can do.
Alright, let's get to Dr. Swansea. Benbroke Hospital. No, there's no other people besides Dr. Swansea and Lady Ashbury, but we already talked to her just now.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
There he is.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease, and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
Right?
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology?
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Right? All me.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
True. Very true. Especially if it comes back to somebody we know.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Yeah, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Intel about Ascalon Club.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Okay. It's like we're not finding anything about him at all. Oh yeah, we can level up too while we're here.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Right, we got like 6,360 XP. That's true because the next day, what's her name says she wanted to sit down for tea. We'll go here first. Here's something new. Aw, really? It's for this. We'll make these, I guess. Oh crap. Go back. Recycles. Too bad there's like no, not an option for a recycle all. Right. Alright, let's check this. What do we want to increase? No, I wanted to increase this. 2,700. I don't know about the blood thing. There's our claws. 4,500 for that though. Make us very strong. 2,000. We'll do this. Make that better. Then we'll save the rest. See how this affected the districts. Alright. Cold. Cold. Migraine still. Healthy. Hers is still the headache. Ah. Went down the stable. Fatigue. 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 Neuralgia. Healthy. This guy still has the migraine. Alrighty, chat. We are getting near the end of this one. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. I did. Got to join the Ascalon club. Vegan got stronger. Finally got back into it after losing the save file and all that greatness. Alright, guys. Those on live stream, live chat, please stick with me for the next one. And those on YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.